Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with our first book, first chapter. Our first book name is Honeydew, and its first chapter is means we can say it is a first unit. We have there one chapter and one poem. So the chapter name is Three Questions. Here we are going to study about the story of a king who wants to know three questions in his life, and he is searching for the answers of those three questions of what he had that we have to study here in this chapter, and what answers does he get of those questions in his mind. That is the main aim for reading this chapter. So let us start reading it. A king has three questions and he is seeking answers to them. What are the questions, and does the king get what he wants? So this is what we have to study here. Today we are going to study the part first of this chapter, and tomorrow we are going to study the part second of this chapter. So let us start reading it. The thought came to a certain king that he would never fail if he knew three things. These three things were: what is the right time to begin something, which people should he listen to, and what is the most important thing for him to do. So these are the three questions that the king had in his mind, and he thought that if he know the answers of these three questions, then he would never ever fail in his life, and he will always get succeed of whatever he do. The king therefore sent messengers throughout his kingdoms, promising a large sum of money to anyone who would answer these three questions. So he was searching for the answers of these three questions. Now again let us read those three questions. First is that what is the right time to begin something? Second, which people should he listen to? And third, what is the most important thing for him to do? So these are the three questions which king wants answers of, and he sent messengers to all of his kingdom so that anyone who knows the answers should tell that to king, and the king would in turn reward them. Many wise men came to the king, but they all answered his questions very differently. In reply to the first question, now what is the first question? That what is the right time to begin something? Whenever we do something good or anything or whatever activity that we are going to start with, then what is the right time to begin with? So here, in reply to the first question, some said the king must prepare a timetable and then follow it strictly. Only in this way, they said, could he do everything at its proper time. So some suggested that to begin with something, you should have a timetable. Others said that it was impossible to decide in advance the right time for doing something. The king should notice all that was going on, avoid foolish pleasures, and always do whatever seemed necessary at that time. So without going on any pleasures, the king should always see that whatever thing is necessary at that time, the king should perform the same thing. Yet others said that the king needed a council of wise men. Now who are council? Council is a group of people who are chosen to give a particular advice or for any particular aim. The group of people appointed by anyone is known as council. So some people said that king should have council of men who would suggest king that what is the right time to start something. This was because one man would find it impossible to decide correctly without help from others the right time for every action. Suppose me, if I have to start something in my life, then I alone cannot decide that what can be the right time for it to do. So some people suggested king that you should have council of ministers or council of people who can suggest you. Actually, council of wise men means intelligent men who can already know that what could be the consequences of any activity which is started by king. But then others said that there were some things which could be urgent. These things could not wait for the decision of council. So here it has been said that some things are that which are very necessary to perform, and we cannot think of that, we cannot prepare a timetable of that any time, because these things can happen anytime and we have to do the work during that same time. So in order to decide the right time for doing something, it is necessary to look into the future. So if you want to do something today, you should look what can be its results in the future. So this was suggested by some people to the king, and only magicians could do that. If you have to see your future, you cannot see it by yourself. Some magician or some type of charm speller, you should have consult to. You would have to consult to who can see into your future and can see whatever could be the results of your activities that you do today. The king therefore would have to go to the magicians. So some people suggested this thing also. In their answers to the second question, now let us see what is the second question. Second question says that which people should he consult to. So let us see what are those things. Some said that the people most necessary to king were his counselors, others said the priest. So some said that counselors are those ministers only, some said the priest which do all the holy works. So these are the people who are very good at saying something to king, that when what things should he start and at what time. So these are the things that people suggested. A few others chose the doctors, and yet others said that his soldiers were the most necessary. So people had very different opinions about whom to be consulted before starting anything. To the third question, some said science. Now let us see what is the third question. So the third question is that what is the most important thing for a king to perform? So some people suggested king that he should do science, scientific techniques and scientific research should be done by king, while some people suggested the religious worship should be done by king. As the answers to his questions were so different, the king was not satisfied and gave no reward. Instead, he decided to seek the advice of a certain hermit who was widely known for his wisdom. Now, who is hermit? In Hindi we say it as Sadhu Mahatma. So he was the one which was living in jungles, and he was residing over there only. He was busy in his own meditation. He was attaining the knowledge of peace, the knowledge of serenity, and these all things. And people also said that that hermit is very wise man. So king decided to go and meet hermit. The hermit lived in a wood which he never left. Now wood is the forest. You can see the meaning of hermit. Hermit is a person who lives alone and leads a simple life, and wood is a small forest. So hermit lived there only. He saw no one but simple people, and so the king put on ordinary clothes. Before he reached the hermit's hut, the king left his horse with his bodyguard and went on alone. So king was the one who went to hermit by wearing very simple clothes, because hermit used to meet people with the simple clothes. He used to lead a simple life. So it would not offend hermit meeting someone very rich and very wealthier, showing his mightiness or something like that. And it is also not suitable for king to show these things to hermit. As the king came near hermit's hut, he saw the hermit digging ground in front of his hut. So when king reached hermit, he saw hermit digging a type of hole inside the ground. He greeted the king and continued digging. The hermit was old and weak, and as he worked, he breathed heavily. So when hermit was digging the ground, because he was old, so he was breathing heavily. He was getting tired. The king went up to the hermit and said, "I have come to you, wise hermit, to ask you the answers of the 3 questions. That is, how can I learn to do the right thing at the right time? Who are the people I need the most? And what affairs are the most important?" These 3 things were there which king asked to hermit. The hermit listened to the king but did not speak. He went on digging. "You are tired," said the king. "Let me take the spade and work your place." And what is the meaning of spade? Spade is a tool which is used for digging. So king asked hermit that, "Let me dig for you." "Thanks," said the hermit, giving the king his spade. Then he sat down on the ground. So there only near to king, hermit sat on the ground. In the diagram also you can see how king and hermit looked like, and how simple clothes king wore before meeting hermit. When the king had dug 2 beds, so he stopped and repeated his questions. So 2 beds were already dug by king, and then he again started to ask his questions. The hermit gave no answer but stood up, stretching out his hand for the spade, and said, "Now you rest and let me work." So when king dug 2 beds, and then he asked hermit for his questions. Then hermit didn't reply to his questions, and he took again the spade from king's hand and told him that, "You are tired, now let me work again." But the king did not give him the spade and continued to dig. So still king was only digging, because hermit was very old. So it is the duty of king, it is a moral duty of king to help hermit. 1 hour passed, then another. The sun went down behind the trees, and at last the king stuck the spade into the ground and said, "I came to you, wise men, for an answer to my questions. If you can give me no answer, tell me so, and I will return home." So this is what was said by king, because the whole day went on, and king was continuing to dig the ground only. Hermit didn't answer to his questions. So now king finally asked hermit that, "If you can answer my questions, that will be well and good, otherwise I could return to my home." "Here comes someone running," said the hermit. So someone was coming running towards them. Hermit has said this thing. Now tomorrow we are going to start with the second part of this chapter. Before that, let us see the comprehension check, and I will give you the hints to the questions which are asked over here. Why did the king want to know answers to 3 questions? Now this we have started to discuss in the beginning of the chapter only. Beginning of the story only, we had known that why the 3 questions were important for king. Let us see the second question. Messages were sent throughout the kingdom. Now why were they sent? to fetch wise men, to find answers to the questions, to look for the wise hermit, or to announce a reward for those who could answer the questions. So you can make your choice. Someone can choose any option which is suitable to you, and this was even asked in the examinations. This is important according to examinations, objective type questions. So that's all for the day. Thank you.